Peter Ture and Jordan Wilson. The Bruins have Christian Papula, James Lee, Ed Chang, Dylan Belquist, and Asa McCord. Asa McCord with the dribble drive, and he is denied by DeAndre Barrett. I think that's the first time I've ever seen Asa McCord miss a shot. Here comes Christian Papula. He is fouled by DeAndre Barrett. Subbing in now for the Lopes is Oscar Maldonado, the sophomore from Greeley, Colorado. Matt Gray also set to check in for Ed Chang of the Bruins. James Lee getting inbound here.
Go, James!
Christian Papula with the ball here for the Bruins. Gives that to James Lee in the corner.
Come on, James!
Lee gives that to Asa McCord in the corner. Back to Lee. Dylan Belquist. Christian Papula here. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Matt Gray to Belquist. Belquist up top. Dribble drive. James Lee. 4 seconds left. Lee, and he is fouled, but it goes in.
James!
Big play from James Lee there.
Great play there.
Draws the foul and gets the three.
So he has a chance for a 4-point play here. Bruins ahead by 10. So here's Lee at the line. James Lee, the freshman guard from Washington, D.C.
It's a good place.
You're a big fan of D.C., aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Your favorite team, the Washington Nationals, baseball, World Series champions there. The Lopes working it around there. Peter Ture down low, gives out to Oscar Maldonado. And that is rebounded by Veron Kalanji. Jordan Wilson, dribble drive. No good. Oscar Maldonado here. You know, I've called a couple of Lamar's games, but this is the first time that I've seen Oscar Maldonado on the court. Maldonado for three from the corner, no good. Rebounded there. Blayton Williams steals the rebound from Asa McCord, and Blayton Williams gets the two. So the Bruins hold a 9-point lead. And that is out on the Bruins. So the Lopes take the ball. Spencer Johnson checks in for Dylan Belquist, and Justice Hill checks in for James Lee. Oscar Maldonado going to inbound here for the Lopes. Here comes Blayton Williams. Blayton Williams, sophomore guard from West Memphis, Arkansas. Veron Kalanji working it around there. Gives out to Peter Ture down low. Ture is fouled. Justice Hill fouls. So the Lopes will keep the ball. Blayton Williams going to inbound here. Jordan Wilson with the shot, no good. And Jordan Wilson with the dunk again. Justice Hill nearly had that rebound, but it was stripped by Jordan Wilson, and he goes up for the dunk there. So here's Hill bringing the ball down for the Bruins. Gives out to Matt Gray. Gray with the beautiful inside pass. Christian Papula there. But, I mean, honestly, Christian Papula, that was a great move. But the thing that made that play, Matt Gray's assist.
Yeah, Matt Gray threaded the needle there. Beautiful backdoor pass, and has Christian Papula for the reverse.
I would call that the assist of the game. And that is a turnover there.
Charge called on Veron Kalanji.
So the Bruins lead by 9. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. Matt Gray with the ball here. He gives that to Justice Hill in the corner. Hill with the two. Oh man, that pull up there, that was beautiful.
He got a lot of air on that shot. I was waiting for Matt Gray to spin around and set up the backdoor pass down low, but Justice Hill able to hit the step back.
Hill has 5 points in the game so far. Here's Asa McCord, gives that to Spencer Johnson. Johnson for three, no good, rebounded by Blayton Williams. Blayton Williams bringing it down, gives that to Kalanji. Kalanji looking for a man, gives that back to Williams. And there's Williams, gives that to Peter Ture. Jordan Wilson down low, and he has it. The Lopes really just chipping away at this lead. Justice Hill with the dribble drive, and he has his points there. Blayton Williams bringing it down for the running Lopes. Jordan Wilson with the ball. Peter Ture with the pick. Veron Kalanji gives that back to Blayton Williams. Peter Ture up top, giving that to Oscar Maldonado. Oscar Maldonado, I don't even know who that pass was to. Maybe the fan in the stands.
That's right. Peter Ture back on the court for the Lopes as well. I had a few baskets early in the first half, but we haven't heard much of him. So if Lamar wants to get back in this game, Peter Ture is going to be a big part of that.
Yeah, definitely. So there's a timeout called. We will also take a timeout. Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center. Joe Williams, Jacob Habel here with you on the broadcast. So the Salt Lake Community College Bruins will have the ball here. The referee discussing it here with head coach of the Salt Lake Community College Bruins, Kyle Taylor. Adam Hess set to inbound for the Bruins. So a little discussion going on here at the table. Kyle Taylor looking for the foul. Who had the last foul for the Salt Lake Community College Bruins?
So the confusion there, whether Spencer Johnson or Justice Hill were called on the foul. That last foul called against Salt Lake Community College.
Hey, Tutu, screen, don't slip. Screen. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So the Bruins will inbound here. Adam Hess and
I think that's right.
Cedric Hammond. Cedric Hammond with his first minutes of the game. So in for the Bruins, we've got Cedric Hammond, Adam Hess, Ed Chang there for the three, Tutu Majak, Justice Hill. In for the Lamar running Lopes, we have Blayton Williams, Jordan Wilson, Peter Ture with the ball, DeAndre Barrett, and Veron Kalanji. The Lopes really like these five. This is their starting five as well. Jordan Wilson gives that to Peter Ture. Ture with the post up against Tutu Majak. Gives that to Veron Kalanji. Kalanji is fouled by Cedric Hammond. So that will send Kalanji to the line.
We'll see. Yep, and they're going to give him three. Called it on the shot rather than a pass. So he'll shoot three from the free throw line. Interesting call there from the refs. He went up,
Yeah,
But
I
he went
don't.
up for a pass. It's hard to make a decision on that.
Yeah, that's true. So that will send Veron Kalanji at the line now. And the first one is no good, bounces off the front of the rim. Veron Kalanji, sophomore forward from Hamilton, Ontario. How about that? Lamar down by 11. Spencer Johnson checks in for the Bruins. And they check out Justice Hill. Kalanji with his third shot here. And he sinks that one. So 1 of 3 for Veron Kalanji. Here's Cedric Hammond, gives that to Adam Hess. Hess passing it around now for the Bruins. Spencer Johnson with the ball on the wing. Tutu Majok with a beautiful screen there. And a turnover. So Ed Chang called for the foul, the loose ball foul. Salt Lake Lamar already in the bonus. So at the line to shoot is Veron Kalanji. He'll shoot 1 and 1. That is good, so he will shoot another, shortening this lead to only 9. Kalanji on his second shot, and that falls. So an 8-point lead now for the Bruins. Cedric Hammond bringing down the ball for Salt Lake Community College. There's the dribble drive from Hammond, gives that to Ed Chang in the corner. Chang, nice little inside pass there. Threaded the needle to Tutu Majok, and Majok with the points. So a 10-point lead now for the Bruins. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first half. Clayton Williams with the ball up top against Spencer Johnson. He gives that to Peter Ture. Ture to Kalanji. Spencer Johnson with some lockdown D there on Clayton Williams. Peter Ture down low. And that is denied by Ed Chang, but Peter Ture comes up with it twice in a row. And it is in for Veron Kalanji. Are they going to give them the points? Yes, they do. And they send Veron Kalanji to the line for the 3rd time in a row. So he'll shoot 1 for the 3-point play chance. Peter Ture not giving up on that last play. How about that?
Aggressiveness from Peter Ture. And give credit to Veron Kalanji as well, going to the line 3 different times in the last 2 minutes. They're playing aggressive down low.
He shot 4 for 7, in the last few minutes here.
And that's exactly what you want when you're trailing in the first half. You just tell your guys, hey, keep playing good fundamental basketball. Get the ball down low, draw the foul, make your free throws.
Right. Especially Peter Ture. He was down there low in that play he was being double teamed by both Ed Chang and Tutu Majok, 2 very talented big men
yeah.
for the Bruins. So luckily they were able to come up with that. Tutu Majok with the shot there. And Ed Chang was able to defend that pretty well. DeAndre Barrett comes up with the ball for the Lopes. DeAndre Barrett, and that falls. So a 7-point lead now for the Bruins. The Lopes are really chipping away at that lead, just like you got to do. And that is stripped away from Cedric Hammond. Cedric Hammond checks out, and Christian Papula comes in. Jordan Wilson checks out for the Lopes, and Tyrone Perry Jr. checks in. Tyrone Perry Jr., the freshman guard from Austin, Texas. Christian Papula gives that to Asa McCord in the corner. McCord with the dribble drive against DeAndre Barrett. And there's a foul called. DeAndre Barrett with the foul, so that will send Asa McCord to the line. And, you know, I feel like we've talked a lot about Asa here, but I think it's worth mentioning yet again, he had a perfect game yesterday. 100% from the field and from the free throw line. Beautiful shot there.
Shout out to his girlfriend and family as well who are watching this game. We talked to Asa before the game and very grateful for the support from his family.
Yeah, you were able to sit down and talk to him about his game yesterday, and he was really pleased with his performance.
That's right. I said, hey, you know, kudos to you, but you should give me some credit too for calling it before the game.
DeAndre Barrett with the ball here for the Lopes. Blayton Williams. And he gets that across midcourt. DeAndre Barrett, dribble drive, goes up for the layup, and it is no good. Dylan Belquist comes up with the rebound. And there is a foul there. Veron Kalanji is called. Veron Kalanji, 3 fouls. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, 3 fouls in the first half.
2 minutes left in the first half. Still dangerous.
Yeah, he might get a little less playing time in the second half. Want to keep him out of foul trouble.
Right. Veron Kalanji, 8 points. Most of those, only 4 of his points came from field goals. The other 4 came from free throws. So Dylan Belquist sinks his first. Belquist and his team lead by 10. And Tyrone Perry Jr. comes up with the rebound after the miss. 1:48 left in the first half. The Lopes working the ball around here. Tyrone Perry Jr. gives that to DeAndre Barrett. Barrett for 3, and it is good. DeAndre Barrett pretty deadly from that deep 3.
Yeah, that deep 3 right at the top. He's got 2 of them in the game so far.
Peter Ture comes up with the steal. So here are the Lopes passing it around here. Tyrone Perry Jr. gives that to Peter Ture. Ture gives that up. Saron Noyes.
Travel called on Noyes.
Travel. So the Bruins will take the ball. 7-point lead here as we approach the 1-minute mark. Stay tuned right here for the halftime show. Myself and Jacob here, we will be giving you a little bit of analysis on the first half stats. Tyrone Perry Jr. is called for the foul on Matt Gray. Matt Gray will go to the line. Perry Jr. with his first foul of the game. Matt Gray to shoot 2. No good on his first shot.
Hey, Matt!
Stay tuned right here on Snow Badger TV. 3 o'clock, we will be bringing you the Snow College Badgers taking on the Central Wyoming Rustlers. Matt Gray sinks his second for an 8-point lead. Gary Chittister will be calling that game for you here on Snow Badger TV. You aren't going to want to miss that. Asa McCord with the steal. Gives that to Dylan Belquist in the paint. Belquist comes up, and he has the travel. So the Lopes will have the ball. 12-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Middle, James, you got to guard the guy in the middle. There he is.
Tyrone Perry Jr. gives that to, and that is good for Saron Noyes. James Lee with the ball, dribble drive, layup, and that is no good. James Lee trying for the second chance, and he gets the rebound there, gives that to Christian Papula out on the wing. 15 seconds left. Christian Papula looking to take as much time as he can here before halftime. And there's the screen from Matt Gray. Papula against Peter Ture. Papula up for the layup, and he has it. And that is the end of the first half. So stay tuned. Here in about 10 minutes, myself and Jacob Abel, we will be bringing you the halftime show right here on Snow Badger TV. Salt Lake Community College is up by 8 points. Welcome here to the Horn Activity Center halftime show. I'm Joe Williams, Jacob Hable here with you on Snow College campus. Got the Salt Lake Community College Bruins, Lamar College running Antelopes, and the Bruins lead by 8. But this is something interesting that we found. Both teams, they're taking the same amount of shots. Both teams have taken 32 field goal shots, 12 three-point shots. Lamar took 12 free throws, and Salt Lake Community College took 13 free throws. The only difference is 4 baskets in the paint.
That's right. Both shooting the same from 3 and from the free throw. But like you said, it's the difference in the paint. It's hard to guard the Bruins down low. There's so many big men. You have Matt Gray, Ed Chang, Tutu Majuk. Spencer Johnson has been scoring down low.
Right.
Asa McCord also able to drive the ball. And so it's hard to respect the 3. We've seen Ed Chang take 2 threes, so it's hard to decide, okay, are we coming up or do we have to, wait down low? So
Ed Chang, 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. The other real standout here, in my opinion, DeAndre Barrett from that deep 3. I mean, I see this orange line here for quite a distance from the arc, and he's able to sink both of those threes.
That's right. We've heard the head coach from Salt Lake say multiple times to his players, hey, watch 24. He's their shooter. Watch 24.
Right.
So look for that adjustment in the second half from the Bruins on defense to close that gap down on Barrett.
Right. Some other really awesome performers here. Spencer Johnson, you mentioned, he has 10 points. But Lamar, they have 3 players with 8 points. Three-way tie for their main scorer. DeAndre Barrett, Veron Kalanji, and Jordan Wilson all have 8 points. So it's going to be very fun to see what happens here in this second half, because only an 8-point deficit here, definitely not an impossible mountain.
No, not at all. And one of the things that the Bruins have been able to do well in the first half is stopping Peter Toure in the paint. He's gotten the line 4 times. He's got 4 free throws. But other than that, just the 1 basket. So if Lamar wants to come back into this game, Peter Toure has to get the ball, and he has to post up.
This is really a battle of the bigs here. Peter Toure for Lamar, Ed Chang, Tutu Majok, and Matt Gray for the Bruins. We're only 20 seconds away now from the start of the second half, so we are going to take just a small break. Until then, we'll see you soon. So here at the start of the second half, the Bruins will start with the ball. Justice Hill gives that down low to Spencer Johnson in the corner. Johnson looking for Matt Gray, but he doesn't have him. Asa McCord up top gives that to Justice Hill. Hill looking for Matt Gray in the corner. Corner for 3, and that is good for Matt Gray. And that extends the lead to 11. Matt Gray, 6 points in this afternoon, excuse me.
Spencer Johnson put on ice there. Like the floor a little bit slippery.
Veron Kalanji working that around there. Peter Toure with the ball up top. Kalanji down low. Kalanji for 2, and that is good. Veron Kalanji. Kalanji has 10 points. Christian Papula up top. Here's the dribble drive, gives that to Asa McCord. McCord being so unselfish with the ball in this game.
Yeah, and that's kudos to him. You have a good game yesterday where you're shooting 100% from all over the place, to then come in today and say, you know what, I've got to give the ball to my teammates as well. Kudos to him.
So set now to inbound for the Lopes is DeAndre Barrett. Barrett, the deep 3 shooter that we were talking about. Peter Toure gives that to Jordan Wilson, and Veron Kalanji comes up with it. DeAndre Barrett for 3, no good. Christian Papula with the rebound there. Spencer Johnson up for 2, and he has it. Here come the Lopes. Leighton Williams bringing it down now. Gives that to Veron Kalanji. Kalanji giving that to Jordan Wilson. Wilson being double teamed by Papula and McCord. Spencer Johnson pulls that one down. Papula gives that to McCord. Did you see that behind the head pass? That was beautiful. Matt Gray for 2, and he has it. Matt Gray, 10 points.
And this has been the difference for the Bruins, is their ability to score the ball. By far their best first half in this tournament with 47 points, and coming out strong here in the second. They scored 9 points in under 2 minutes.
Agreed. Asa McCord called for the foul there. So the Lopes will keep the ball on their end of the court. Jordan Wilson to inbound. There's the inbound pass to Blayton Williams. Williams at the top of the key gives that to Wilson in the corner. Corner looking for Peter Ture. Ture posting up against Matt Gray, but it is blocked away. Spencer Johnson with the fast break, and he has the 2. 14 points for Spencer Johnson. Johnson able to score the ball like crazy here. Jordan Wilson gives that to DeAndre Barrett. Gives that back to Wilson. Wilson against Papula. And that is knocked away by Justice Hill.
I love the aggressiveness from the Bruins defense, coming out strong in the second half. Already a couple of steals that have resulted in fast break points. Ball's knocked out of bounds there by Justice Hill, but they're aggressive. They're coming out strong.
Yeah, so a timeout is taken on the court. We will also take a timeout. Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center. Joe Williams with you, along with Jacob Habel. And the Bruins with their largest lead of the afternoon, 17 points coming into this half. They've extended an 8-point lead to a 17-point lead in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, they're playing aggressive defense, getting the steals, fast breaks down to Spencer Johnson. Matt Gray also very effective in the paint.
The Lopes passing it around there. Blayton Williams gives that back to Wilson. Wilson, shot clock violation. So now the Bruins are going to take the ball on the turnover. Asa McCord to inbound. Christian Papula will bring it down for the Bruins. Here's Papula. Some awesome moves. Giving that to Justice Hill. Asa McCord with the screen there. Hill gives that to Gray. Matt Gray, Spencer Johnson now trying to dribble that in. Matt Gray gives that back to Justice Hill. Hill with the dribble drive. And he tries to give that to Spencer Johnson in the corner, but it is off the fingers of Johnson and out of bounds.
Full court press here from the Bruins.
A 17-point lead and you're playing a full court press.
You know, they're kind of interesting. Yeah, I'll give you that. 17 minutes left in the second half. At this point, not really sure why they're pressing that high, but it's been effective so far.
Jordan Wilson with the dribble drive gives that back out to DeAndre Barrett. Barrett for 2. That is no good.
Let's go.
Justice Hill down low gives that out to Spencer Johnson in the corner. And that is good for Spencer Johnson, 2 points.
Have a night, Spencer Johnson.
Spencer Johnson, he has, how many points?
16.
16
so
points for him. Blayton Williams gives that DeAndre Barrett. Barrett for 2, gives that to Peter Toure. And Toure is fouled down low. So Matt Gray with the foul. Peter Toure, he was, let's see, Peter Toure 4 for 4 from the free throw line in the first half. Every time, it seemed like every time he went up for a shot, he was fouled. And that 5th one falls for him. Puts Peter Toure up to 7 points. And that one falls as well. So Peter Toure perfect from the free throw line today. Christian Papula bringing it down now for the Bruins. Gives that to Justice Hill. Hill now with the screen from Matt Gray. Hill dribble drive, and that is knocked away. DeAndre Barrett comes up with it. Gives that to Jordan Wilson. And Wilson. And Matt Gray fouls him. Matt Gray had 3 fouls in this game. Blayton Williams going to inbound for the Runnin' Lopes.
That's offensive. Yeah, good job, Pop.
And Peter Toure is called for the offensive foul, push-off there. Toure with 2 fouls in this game. Asa McCord is going to inbound.
Make a good read.
So the Bruins are not, the Bruins are playing a full court press, but the Lopes are not. And that's just interesting, a 17-point lead. Asa McCord, beautiful turnaround. Blayton Williams against Justice Hill here. Asa McCord picks up Veron Kalanji.
Come on, talk to each other! Talk to each other!
And Peter Toure for 2. And he is good from the free throw line.
Should just stick there and shoot all of his shots.
Seriously, though.
Contested, uncontested, doesn't matter.
He's perfect from the free throw line. Justice Hill with the ball. Screen there was Asa McCord, so the screen assist goes to Asa McCord. Blayton Williams gives that back, and he has it back there.
Good, Asa. Good job, Asa. Clap. Don't go under. Good job, White.
Asa against Veron Kalanji gives that to Jordan Wilson. Wilson up for 2. Beautiful move there from Jordan Wilson. And there is a foul called.
Hey, bent his body like Gumby and snuck around the defender and laid it up and in.
DeAndre Barrett called for the foul there.
Sorry, go ahead.
We were saying this earlier. Asa McCord, perfect game yesterday. Very unselfish game today. Really, no matter who you are, what level you're playing in, junior jazz or college, even NBA, you love to see a player who can score, but can also say, hey, this team isn't about me. I'm going to let my teammates star in this game.
Absolutely, and it's really important, especially at this level, for your teammates to trust you.
Amen.
Right? You want to prove to them that you can score, but you also care about the team production, not just your individual play.
Right. So at the line now is Justice Hill.
Hey, Adam and James.
You'll notice some of these players, their shorts pretty high, actually, looking like they're throwback shorts back from the 70s and 80s when Larry Bird and Magic Johnson were playing. So we're kind of going back in time now with the uniforms.
Even, I mean, you look at the Utah Jazz bringing back the Purple Mountain Edition jersey this year. People like that retro feel. I know I sure like those Purple Mountain Edition jerseys. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I've got a Karl Malone.
Oof.
I should wear that around sometimes, huh?
So both of them fall for Justice Hill. Lamar bringing the ball down. DeAndre Barrett, dribble drive. And it is ripped away by Tutu Majak. Gives that to Asa McCord. McCord gives that to James Lee. McCord on the assist. And a beautiful slam there. James Lee with the foul. Chance here for a three-point play. 21-point lead now for the Bruins. You know, is it something about us calling a game? Every single game that we have called has been a blowout.
That's right. Yeah, I haven't had a close game for a while.
Right.
Which is interesting because Lamar, correct me if I'm wrong, has won the first 2 games of their tournament and now not really being able to stop the Bruins defense. It's kind of been an all over the place kind of tournament this weekend, which is what you'd expect from a preseason game. But teams coming out, blowing teams out of the water, and then showing up the next day and losing by 20, 30 points.
Yeah, and I think it is important to realize that this is preseason in junior college. These guys, they're 1-2 years out of high school. Asa McCord with his 11th point going to the line there. A lot of these guys fresh out of high school. This is one of their first games ever played beyond high school. And so it takes some time before you can get that chemistry going in your team. So McCord here to shoot 2. The first shot, and there it is. Asa McCord with 12 points in this afternoon. Clayton Williams bringing it down for the Lopes.
Rotate!
Peter Toure is shut down by Tutu Majak. Justice Hill bringing it down now for the Bruins. He can hardly keep control of that, but Asa McCord gets the pass. Hill with the ball. Gives that to McCord in the corner. Corner 3. No good. Peter Toure with the rebound. Clayton Williams bringing it down.
Flathead! Flat 2-2, flathead!
The Lopes working it around the perimeter here.
No, we're not.
Tyrone Perry Jr. with the 3.
Not switching.
Perry's first points of this afternoon. Keep feeling like it's evening. I keep going
sure
to say
feels
this
like it.
evening.
We've been here for a while.
Yeah, we've been here all day Thursday, all day yesterday.
Move it. Just move it. It's all right. Play.
Adam Hess working it around for the Bruins. Asa McCord, and that is found by Blayton Williams. Williams bringing it down, and there is the layup and the foul on Adam Hess. So Williams will go to the line for the and 1.
It's okay, Tutu. He's fine. He's made a bad pass.
Dylan Belquist checks in for Asa McCord. So Blayton Williams at the line for 1. 20-point lead for the Bruins. And that is missed. Tutu Majak pulls that up. Justice Hill working it around here. Passes that out to James Lee in the corner. Corner 3, and it is good for James Lee. Lee has 11 points this afternoon.
And we've seen James Lee with the poster monster dunk and then hitting a 3 from the corner. He's been all over the place on offense.
Tyrone Perry Jr. gives that to Peter Toure. Toure looking for Blayton Williams, but he gives it to Saran Noyes.
You can see the frustration from Toure as well. Nothing's really going for Lamar.
Omar Davis with the shot, no good. James Lee bringing it down for the Bruins. And the foul is called. So the call is going to be on, looks like Tyrone Perry Jr. was called for that. So 2 shots here for James Lee. First one falls. Peter Toure checks out. Veron Kalanji checks in for the running Lopes. Lee's second shot, and it falls too. Lee has 13 points.
And we talked about this before, but the Bruins' ability to move the ball around and have everyone score is the reason why they're up by so much. Asa McCord, 12 points. Justice Hill, 11. Spencer Johnson, 16. Matt Gray, 10. James Lee, 13. So a lot of high scorers for the Bruins.
And with the 25-point lead, that's what you like to see. Especially in college, you'd like to see all your team getting shots, getting assists. Surround Noise to shoot 2 here. First one bounces off the front of the rim.
Dylan, I want you in that corner. Bruin up. Hey, you gotta come
Noise
out of the corner.
set shooting his second shot here. And neither fall for Noise. Tutu Majak comes up with the rebound. Tutu Majak, I think, is probably the furthest away from home of all the players here this weekend.
Cairo, Egypt.
He is the freshman from Cairo, Egypt, playing in Salt Lake.
Good pass from
my
Adam Hess.
goodness. Adam Hess to Justice Hill. Hill with the bucket there.
For a small dude Hill can get up to, he's probably the smallest player we've seen in this tournament, but he is probably the one with the best ups.
Oh, yeah,
as well.
he's got the hops, man. Veron Kalonji with a nice move and the score. Justice Hill bringing the ball down now. And that is knocked away by Blayton Williams. Williams with the fast break. Oh, James Lee slams it out of the hands of Blayton Williams before he can go up for the shot.
Coming out of nowhere, James Lee. That's what you like to see. You want your team to continue to fight hard. They're up by 25. James Lee is sitting nice with 13 points, but he's playing good defense as well. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, this Bruins team, even though they're up by 25 points, they are not going to let up anytime soon.
Good, James.
And a travel is called on Saran Noise.
Hey. Down, punch. Hey, go to 2-2 side, Tom.
Bringing it down now for the Bruins is Christian Papula. And an illegal screen is called on Tutu Majak. So Tutu Majak has 2 fouls. Blayton Williams with the ball here for Lamar. Tyrone Perry Jr. putting the moves over on Adam Hess. And that is good for 3. Tyrone Perry Jr. 6 points. Dylan Belquist with the ball gives that to James Lee. James Lee gives that to Adam Hess in the corner. 16 points left on the shot clock. James Lee, the Bruins passing it around here. Christian Papula up for 2. And it is good. Did you see that in-flight switcheroo?
Very acrobatic move from Christian Papula, showing signs of a Russell Westbrook, Rajon Rondo.
Oh, yeah.
Get through it, James.
And that is no good for Tyrone Perry Jr.
Go drag it.
Christian Papula bringing it down now. He gives that to Dylan Belquist in the corner. Corner 3, no. Rebounded by Blayton Williams. Gives that to Tyrone Perry Jr. Perry Jr. bringing it down for the Lopes. Saran Noise in the corner gives that back to Perry. Perry for 3, and it is no good. Rebounded by Adam Hess. Hess gives it to Papula. Papula bringing it down now for the slam, but he misses the slam dunk. Majak gives that back to Adam Hess.
Bruins bench was ready to explode on that dunk attempt.
Hess with 2 there. Adam Hess, that is his first score of the afternoon. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. The Lopes trying to work it around here. Adam Hess with the steal gives that to Dylan Belquist. Belquist with the nice little lay-in. The Lopes trying to play with as much energy as they can here after 3 straight days of playing. And they're getting late here in the second half. You can tell both these teams. Adam Hess tried to give that to Papula for the alley-oop, but it was knocked away by Blayton Williams. So the Bruins are going to give a lot of their bench players some play time here. They check into J. Allen Tovar, Asa McCord, Cedric Hammond, Ed Chang, and Christian Papula. Papula trying to get the ball in, finds Ed Chang at the top of the key. They work it around. Asa McCord gives it to Allen Tovar in the corner. Tovar against Devon Webb. Ron Kalanji gives that to Webb.
Flat hedge, good, Jay.
Omar Davis Jr. with the ball there. And that was off target. Christian Papula got the ball there. Asa McCord with the beautiful alley-oop there. 14 points for Asa McCord.
Yeah, with the 30-point lead, now you're just trying to flash, right?
Oh,
just
yeah.
Trying to show off, flex the muscles a little bit.
The Bruins come up with the ball there. J. Allen Tovar for 3, and that is good for J. Allen Tovar, his first points of the afternoon. Stephen Henry with the ball, gives that to Tyrone Perry Jr. And he gives that to Devon Webb, giving that to Veron Kalanji.
Good, Ace.
And that's Perry for 3, no good. Asa McCord with the rebound. He gives that deep. Christian Papula tried for the alley-oop there, but no good. J. Allen Tovar up at the top of the key. And a timeout, 30-second timeout. We are going to take a timeout as well. Welcome back to the Horn Activities Center. Joe Williams, Jacob Habel here for you on Snow Badger TV. The Bruins here to inbound, Asa McCord to inbound here for Salt Lake Community College. And he gets that one to Cedric Hammond. Hammond giving that to Ed Chang. The Bruins are up by 33 here with 6 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, and with 90 points, this is the most points anybody's scored this entire tournament.
Asa McCord went for it, but he was kind of shut down by the defense. McCord giving that to J. Allen Tovar, and McCord is called for the offensive foul, his second foul of the afternoon. So inbounding now for the Lopes is Oscar Maldonado. Stephen Henry bringing it down now for the Lopes. Tyrone Perry Jr. giving that. And a kick ball is called Nikola Sasaroga, freshman from Novi Sad, Serbia. Asa McCord is called for another foul. He has 3 fouls. At the line now, Nikola Sasaroga. Tutu Majak with the rebound there. J. Allen Tovar bringing it for the Bruins. You know, and I'm kind of sad. When Asa McCord came off the court there, he just said to his coach, you know what, coach? I'm done. I'm happy with my game. And I'm going to call it there. So I'd be surprised if we see him again in the rest of this game.
Yeah, with 3 fouls, no point in risking it.
Especially you're up by 33. At the line now is number 3, Tyrone Perry Jr. Tutu Majak, and he is fouled.
What? It was on the release, though, right?
So Tyrone Perry Jr. will go back to the line.
Who's going to talk to him?
And he sinks that one. One more shot for Tyrone Perry Jr. .32 lead for the Bruins. J. Allen Tovar pulls that one up. Allen Tovar for 2, no good. Big battle for the rebound. Oscar Maldonado comes up with it, gives it to Stephen Henry. Henry drives that in, and that is knocked away. Devon Webb will go to the line. Webb is the freshman from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know, number 33 coming from Milwaukee. And then there's the famous number 34 from Milwaukee, Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo. James Lee checks in for Spencer Johnson. Johnson has 16 points. James Lee, 13 points. And Webb sinks both the free throws. Those are his first 2 points. Excuse me, he only sunk 1 free throw. Allen Tovar tries to give that to Majak, but it is picked off by Webb. Maldonado gives that to Sasaroga. Sasaroga in the paint. It is stripped away. Sasaroga was looking for the foul, but he didn't get it. James Lee with another posterizing dunk. So just a sub, not a timeout, so we will not go to a timeout here.
James Lee, 15 points in the day. We've seen him pop a couple threes, slam a couple dunks, hit some from the free throw line.
Very versatile offensively.
And this Bruins offense is clicking on all cylinders. We've talked about it before, but the amount of scores that they have with 10 or more points.
I mean, you can't beat it. You honestly, you cannot beat this Bruins offense. Makes me afraid. In the regular season, Snow College will take on Salt Lake Community College twice, once here and once at home, once at Salt Lake Community College. And it's going to be hard to see how the Badgers are going to shut down this Bruins offense.
Absolutely. Bruins.
Adam Hess shot the 3 there.
Bruins lost their first game to Central Wyoming by 3, but then scored 90 yesterday against Eastern Florida.
That was a close game on Thursday against Central Wyoming. That was a fun game to watch. Tyrone Perry for 3, no good. That was very far to the right. Stephen Henry, very short.
Very
Oscar
ugly
Maldonado,
shots back-to-back.
yeah. So the Lopes just can't get it in. So Adam Hess is called for a foul. His 3rd foul of the afternoon. $11 fouls as a team in this half. 19 fouls overall for the Bruins. Maldonado can't sink that first one. J. Allen Tovar checks in for Tutu Majak.
Going right back in.
Here's the second shot from Maldonado, and he sinks the second shot. Maldonado that's his first point of the afternoon. Cedric Hammond couldn't hold on to that one. Maldonado goes up into J. Allen Tovar. Allen Tovar pulls it. James Lee with the foul there. So Lamar's Pierre Johnson, freshman from Wichita, Kansas, will go to the line. Pierre Johnson with his first minutes of the weekend. Sinks that first one. And Johnson is able to sink both of them.
Priorities, right?
Cedric Hammond gives that to Adam Hess in the corner. Dylan Belquist for three, no good. Oscar Maldonado with the rebound. What were you just saying to Kyle Taylor there?
Kyle Taylor is talking about how he wants this game to end soon. Planning on going to the University of Utah UCLA football game, hoping his team can just play the clock out so he can get out of here.
Oh, man. Kyle Taylor, head coach of Salt Lake Community College. J. Allen Tovar with the posterizing dunk there. Yeah, and Lamar finally, they've accepted that they are going to lose this game. They've just got their deep bench on the floor now. That's Diriel Empey, Nicola Sasaroga, Oscar Maldonado, Devon Webb, and Pierre Johnson.
It seems like the further we go down the bench, the harder the names are to pronounce.
Seriously. James Lee gives that one to Cedric Hammond. Yeah, and the Bruins as well. They don't have a single starter in either. And J. Allen Tovar with the and one. Devon Webb with the foul there.
At least from a physical standpoint, J. Allen Tovar kind of reminds me of Karl Anthony Towns.
That's exactly what I was thinking that exact same thing.
It's the hyphenated last name.
And he's able to get in the paint just like Karl Anthony Towns. And it's good for Allen Tovar. So the Lopes working it around here as we approach the 2-minute mark. Another absolute blowout for the Bruins. 100 points for the Bruins. It's a pretty low-scoring game here in the first half, but then the Bruins just exploded here offensively. Bruins working it around here. Cedric Hammond with it up top. Hammond tries the dribble drive. Adam Hess tries the dribble drive. Can't make it. Hammond for three. No good. Rebounded there by Sasaroga. Oscar Maldonado bringing it down there. And that is good for Devon Webb. Webb, the freshman from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And they're going to have a sub. So Dylan Belquist checks in for Adam Hess. Belquist will inbound for the Bruins. With just over a minute left here, myself, I'm Joe Williams with your play-by-play. Jacob Habel here on color. We had Sarah Schoenfeld on camera and Andrea Bastillo as our producer, as well as our Gary Chittister, our professor/advisor here for Snow Badger TV. We've really enjoyed this broadcast, and we hope you've enjoyed it too. Stay tuned right here on youtube.com/snowbadgertv for the 3 o'clock game where the Snow College Badgers will be taking on the Central Wyoming Community College Rustlers. That's going to be a very good game as well. The Central Wyoming Community College Rustlers beat this Salt Lake Community College team, but Central Wyoming also lost to Snow College in a game at a tournament just last week. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that one is going to play out. J. Allen Tovar pulls that one up for 3, no good. James Lee gets the rebound, 50 seconds left. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Cedric Hammond taking his time here. Hammond for 3, no good. Rebounded there by Nicola Sasaroga. Gives that to Oscar Maldonado. Maldonado, and he has 2. There's going to be a 1 second difference between game clock and shot clock as the Bruins bring it down for probably the last time this game. James Lee with the ball here. So a 25-point win for Salt Lake Community College Bruins. Huge win here for them.
No turnover. No shot, James. No shot. No shot. Okay, they're not going to give you
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the shot clock runs out with 0.1 seconds left on the game clock. 0.7 seconds left on the game clock. They're going to make that adjustment, and the Lopes will have 0.7 seconds to make a shot. So just about enough time for an inbound pass. And there it is. That's game. So for all of us here at Snow Badger TV, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this game, and we hope you tune in all season long for both the men's and women's basketball games here for Snow College. I'm Joe Williams along with Jacob Habel. Everybody have a good afternoon.